In a world where fashion magazines still Photoshop away imperfections, one woman had the audacity to strut into castings with curves, confidence, and exactly zero apologies. Meet Byanna, the plus-size powerhouse who didn't just knock on fashion's exclusive door. She kicked it down wearing 6-inch heels and a smile that says, "I belong here." While the industry was busy deciding if she deserved a seat at the table, Byanna was building her own empire. From walking runways at Fashion Week to gracing Vogue covers, landing 7-figure brand deals, and accumulating millions of followers who hang on her every outfit post, she's not just participating in fashion, she's redefining it. Welcome back to Sweet Chic Model, where today we're unpacking how this curve queen transformed from being told maybe lose some weight to becoming the woman making designers scramble to dress her. Buckle up, this isn't just a success story, it's a masterclass in turning rejection into runway domination. Before Byanna became fashion's favorite rule breaker, she was just a Midwestern girl with big dreams and an even bigger love for clothes. Growing up in suburban Ohio, she'd flip through glossy magazines wondering why nobody looked like her, then promptly redesign the outfits for her body type anyway. That revelation didn't immediately translate to confidence. At her first modeling open call at age 19, an agent actually laughed before telling her to come back after losing 40 pounds. Byanna left in tears but returned home to an acceptance letter from fashion school instead. By 16, Byanna was already 6 feet tall with curves that her high school hallways weren't quite ready for. "I wore baggy hoodies through most of 10th grade, she once confessed in an interview. "Then one day I just thought, what exactly am I hiding from? My own fabulousness?" The turning point? A viral college project where Byanna recreated famous fashion campaigns using diverse body types. When it generated more press than the original ads, industry insiders started whispering about the tall, charismatic girl challenging beauty standards from outside the system. She wasn't just part of the conversation anymore, she was controlling it. "I sent my measurements to 126 agencies before one even agreed to meet me," Byanna revealed in her now famous TED Talk. "Agency number 127 signed me that day." Persistence isn't pretty, but neither is giving up on yourself. Byanna's portfolio grew faster than her rejection pile, which is saying something because, honey, that pile was T.O. For every 100 no's, she'd land one small gig, local boutique catalogs, indie magazine editorials, and the occasional music video extra spot. Her breakthrough came when designer Eliza Montes needed a last-minute replacement for her inclusive swimwear line debut. The original model canceled, and Byanna got the call at 11. By noon the next day, her confident beach strut had editors scribbling notes and booking photographers scrambling for better angles. The collection sold out in 48 hours, and those same editors who once ignored her emails were suddenly longtime admirers of her unique aesthetic. That agency, Modern Curve, the boutique representation that had just enough vision to see what the industry was missing. Within months, they positioned Byanna not as plus size, but as the refreshingly authentic voice fashion didn't know it needed. Just like that, the industry's reluctant outsider became its most exciting newcomer, not by fitting the mold, but by smashing it into glittery little pieces. Let's talk about that Milano Fashion Week moment, you know the one. When Byanna closed the Gabriella Rossi show, wearing that red silk gown with the thigh-high slit, the audience didn't just applaud, they stood up. Not because a plus-size model was the finale, though that was revolutionary enough, but because she outwalked, outposed, and completely outdazzled every other model that day. "Fashion has these unwritten rules," Byanna explained. "Plus models don't close shows. They don't wear bright colors, they certainly don't do lingerie campaigns." Yet within 2 years, Byanna had done all three and made them her signature moves. Remember the luminous swimwear campaign? When other models were posing demurely on beaches, Byanna was diving into waves, climbing rocks, and showing that curves in motion are truly spectacular. The photos weren't just beautiful, they were active, joyful celebrations of what bodies can do, not just how they look. Her collaboration with renowned minimalist designer Theo West broke every industry rule. The fashion world gasped when he created his signature sleek, unadorned aesthetic specifically for a plus body type. "Curves don't need ruffles and distraction," West famously stated at the collection launch. "Byanna taught me that minimalism looks even more powerful on maximalist curves." What makes Anna different isn't just her size, it's her refusal to be the token diversity hire. When a major fashion magazine wanted to feature her in their Brave Bodies issue, she countered with her own proposal, a high-concept editorial about architectural fashion that made no mention of her size whatsoever. They ran it as the cover story. While other models were posting the standard staged Instagram fare, Anna was building a social empire with unfiltered reality. Her trademark Fitting Room Failures series, where she documents hilariously unsuccessful shopping attempts, regularly racks up millions of views and has retailers scrambling to work with her on size-inclusive lines. "My followers don't want another perfect influencer," Anna explained to Business Insider. "They want someone who admits when the designer pants don't get past her knees, then shows them 5 better options instead." Her style philosophy? Wear the damn crop top. That 3-word mantra has launched merchandise lines, inspired tattoos, and become the rallying cry for a community tired of waiting for permission to wear what they love. Smart brands noticed. Her capsule collections with 3 major retailers have all broken sales records. Her beauty partnership with Glow Cosmetics created the first foundation range developed specifically for how different skin tones appear on diverse body types. A seemingly obvious innovation that somehow took Anna's insight to finally happen. Most impressively, she launched Style Byanna, her size-inclusive styling app that's revolutionizing how people shop online. With virtual try-on technology calibrated for actual human proportions, it's made her not just a model but a tech entrepreneur with $15 million in recent funding. The Anna effect is what industry insiders call the measurable shift in casting practices since her rise. Runway diversity reports show a 47% increase in size-inclusive model bookings across major fashion weeks in just 3 years, and brands featuring diverse bodies report 38% higher engagement rates. Before Anna, curve models were segregated into their own category, explains fashion editor Maya Chen. She demanded to be judged on the same criteria as anyone else: presence, walk, versatility, and that indefinable star quality. She happens to have all 4 in abundance. The fan messages tell the real story. "I wore shorts for the first time since middle school because of you," reads one comment with over 50,000 likes. Another, "Watching you handle that designer who tried to back out of your campaign gave me the courage to stand up to my boss. Got the promotion." The journey hasn't been all standing ovations and champagne toasts. For every breakthrough moment, Anna has weathered storms of criticism, from the expected internet trolls to the more insidious industry gatekeepers. Perhaps most telling, 3 major design schools have revised their curriculum to include pattern making for extended sizes, after Anna's viral video series exposed how designers are literally not taught to create for most American bodies. That's not just changing today's fashion landscape, it's transforming tomorrow's. "I still get the backhanded compliments," she revealed in a rare, unguarded podcast moment. "You're so brave" is just code for "I would never wear that at your size." And let's not even start on the healthy at any size debates that appear in my comments whenever I post a gym selfie or a pizza night. The industry's pseudo-acceptance has perhaps been the most challenging battle. They'll book me for the campaign, then Photoshop me anyway. They'll celebrate inclusion in public, then whisper about my measurements and fittings. Her response to a designer who suggested shapewear under a sheer evening gown became legendary. "The only thing I need to shape is your outdated perspective." The unaltered gown photos became her most lauded editorial to date. What's remarkable isn't just Anna's success, but her resilience, transforming each setback into a teaching moment without losing her signature humor or humanity. When criticized for promoting unhealthy lifestyles, she responded by posting her impressive weightlifting stats alongside a medical clearance letter with the caption, "Health isn't a look." Today, Anna's calendar reads like a fashion fantasy: exclusive Met Gala invitations, judging spots on design competition shows, and a rumored cosmetics line that's already generated waitlist numbers in the hundreds of thousands. Her recent historic contract with luxury conglomerate Maison Group made her the first plus-size model to become the global face of a heritage luxury brand, with no plus qualifier in her title, just global brand ambassador. But Anna's vision extends beyond personal success. Her newly launched scholarship fund supports design students focused on inclusive fashion, while her investment portfolio reveals stakes in technology developing more accurate virtual fitting algorithms. Byanna didn't just break into an exclusive industry, she transformed it from within, proving that authentic representation isn't just morally right, it's commercially brilliant. Her journey from rejection to revolution shows that sometimes the most powerful force in fashion isn't a trend or a designer name. It's one person brave enough to say, "Watch me," when the world says, "Not you." 10 years from now, we won't be having this conversation, Byanna predicted in her Forbes 30 Under 30 interview. Not because bodies like mine will disappear, but because fashion will finally catch up to the reality that beauty takes millions of forms. I'm just holding the door open until that day comes. The next time you hesitate before wearing something you love, remember Byanna's words. Your body isn't the project. Your confidence is. Her legacy isn't just in magazine covers or runway shows, it's in every person who chooses expression over expectation. If Byanna's story resonated with you, this is just the beginning of our journey. Exploring fashion revolutionaries who are redefining beauty standards. Hit subscribe to join our Sweet Chic model community. And drop a comment telling me which fashion rule breaker you want to see featured next. Until next time, wear what makes you feel powerful, and if anyone has a problem with it, that sounds like their issue, not yours. Style has no size limit, and neither does your potential.